Right, Lata, just hang in there. We also had CASC's numbers flashing on our screens, and actually the net profit has come down from 256 to 243 crores on a year-on-year basis, and the total income has also been revised downwards. 1246 is the figure I had. But Lata, since we have you with us, also referring to the Kotak Mahindra block deal, you had spoken to Uday Kotak a few days back, and he had in a way admitted to this. So what really are you picking up as far as that news piece goes?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway from that deal is, two private sector banks went on the same day asking for, foreign investors to bite in. And actually the foreign investors have bought in, 3,000 crores into Yes Bank and a tidy amount of money even in Yes Bank, over 2,000 crores, 3,000 crores in Yes Bank, and well over 2,000 crores coming into Kotak Bank shares as well. So actually over 5,000 crores has come from foreign investors into the Indian private banking space, and both small banks which were the last to get license in 2003. So that clearly is a vote of confidence. But coming to Kotak itself, it is a Canadian pension fund, one fund alone that has picked up that entire 3.2%, as we could glean from speaking between the lines to Paul Parambi, the gentleman in charge of strategy at Kotak Group. There was really no overhang about that, just 3.2% that Uday Kotak had to sell. But nevertheless, even that little bit of overhang, if any there was away. Incidentally, I mean, because this is gossip time, a little bit of overhang is now coming on to ING Vysya Bank. That stock had got a bit of a re-rating in anticipation of, or because of rumors that Kotak was looking at that bank. So a little bit of a fall in ING Vysya Bank. But Kotak, despite the fact that that share sale has come, or probably because it has come and the share sale is behind them, the stock now is actually trading higher compared to previous levels.
Right, Lata, thanks so much for that. So that's, of course, the big headlines from the banking space. Well, we'll take a quick break, but still ahead, NR Narayan Murthy takes stock of the high attrition at Infosys, even as the search for a new CEO intensifies. We have more details. Stay with us. It's flat, but the stock in focus continues to be Infosys, of course, after the sharp cut yesterday. As of today, it's just about in green territory, about 0.5% higher. But here's the buzz concerning Infosys, and sources tell CNBC TV 18 that founder and executive chairman NR Narayan Murthy has now written to employees after several unit heads raised concerns about the high attrition levels. We have Vinita and Kritika both joining us to tell us what's really going on. Vinita, coming to you first, do you know about the contents of this letter? What does it say?
Absolutely. So following the slew of top-level exits at Infosys, I've picked up from sources within the company that all of the Infi unit heads have written letters to the MC members, that's the member of council, basically complaining about the kind of negative sentiments and the signals that these job losses at the top level have been sending to the other employees, and urging them to come up with better employee engagement measures and mechanisms. Following this, I understand NRN held a closed-door meeting with both MC members as well as unit heads, and has asked unit heads to come up with a 30-day, 60-day and a 90-day turnaround plan to address this issue. Meanwhile, NRN, we understand, has also written letter to all the employees, and has said that basically the leadership transitions at Infosys are in the best interest of the company, and has praised BG for the kind of contribution he has made, and has also stated that Shibulal, the current CEO, will manage BG's portfolio in the interim, and has also assured employees that the nominations committee is looking into the CEO search, and the announcement will be made soon. However, a lot of employees that we spoke to, Elan, are really expressing, the one major thing that I'm picking up is that they're really not seeing this as anything more than just a symbolic measure, and they tell me that, of course, as sources, they tell me that this is kind of being seen as just a symbolic measure, and their confidence levels per se are not really any higher than it has been in the last few weeks.
Right, Vinita, thanks for that. Let's go across to Kritika. Kritika, Vinita spoke about the hunt for a new CEO, and we understand from sources that the search for the new head has intensified. In fact, it's now in the final stages. Now, we've been speaking to analysts, and they say that Infosys needs to hurry up on this front and possibly finalize someone before the next AGM. So who are the likely front runners?